It's dreary and miserable throughout much of the Midwest, but don't fear, we've got football to perk up our spirits as we join you from Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Tennessee Titans and the Cincinnati Bengals. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go. 11 Thomas.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season opener opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a different story. Long night.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now it's Burrow. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Boy, nearly intercepted right away. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Burrow looking to pass. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 22-yard line. They go back to the ground now with Mixon. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
11.
Burrow on 3rd down. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Now this thing gets marked where it went out of bounds, so they're going to have really good starting field position near midfield. 1st and 10 now, Willis and the Titans at their own 46. Inside handoff, Henry. And he's got room. Touchdown, Titans.
Well, earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And they take the lead here at 7-6. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
And I loved it. Forget liking it. Absolutely love what they were doing, because to be ahead of the defense that much, where every play call you have, run or pass, is working pretty well for you.
Makes you look like a genius.
It really does. It also lets you know that your preparation was pretty good, and now the defense has to do all the adjusting.
On 2nd and 10, Burrow. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
11 mighty. 11 mighty.
Now Burrow on 1st down. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. The Bengals hit 3-0 here in the month of September. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Throwing again, it's Burrow. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. And the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Here we go. Here we go. 12, 12, 12. 11 empty. 11 empty.
3rd and 2. Now Burrow. Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it. And he is going to have the Bengals first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
11, 11. 11 Thomas. 11, 11, 11, 11.
They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Someone sharp in this game. Made a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one. I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up, but he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up 3rd downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I guarantee you, it started in the offseason. 3rd down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow throwing the out route, finding Boyd for the completion. And the Bengals are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just did the tip of the ball across the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
They'll give it to Mixon, and he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this first quarter.
Here we go.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Burrow going to keep it himself. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. This Titan defense, they just will not give in easily. Looking for another stop, 3rd and goal. Mixon. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. So on 4th down, off goes Burrow. On comes Evan McPherson for the Bengal field goal. McPherson's kick is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here. And
it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
On 2nd down, here's the option. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. 3rd down, it's Willis. And that is incomplete.
If this is what you want to see from a defense, give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3 and out, and giving the ball back to their offense.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. 31 yards on the punt there. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10.
I'm one, right?
The Bengals drive about to get going. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material.
Here we go.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
11 MT tank. 11 MT tank. 12, 12, 12. 12, 12, 12.
Here's Burrow. And it's intercepted. It's Roger McCreary with a pick. And the Titans will take over possession here up at the 44. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. But that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
50 Bobcats! Go, Reed! Go! Warriors 17!
On 3rd down, it's Willis. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Daxton Hill picks it off. And the Bengals are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Well, CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
And Brandon, as you know, sometimes it's a lot tougher to run with these tight ends nowadays in the NFL. They're just bigger wide receivers. He lined up on the left side of the formation, ran a drag route across the field, and tried to work his way open. He was able to make the catch, but the defenders were there. Couldn't do a whole lot with it afterwards.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. The offense on third down tonight, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on first down. So on fourth down, off goes Burrow. On comes Evan McPherson for the Bengal field goal. He made his first attempt, this from 45. McPherson's kick is good. And that will push the lead up to 12-7. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9. That's into a crowd and intercepted. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. Second straight drive now here, Charles, and him ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Burrow's throw taken in here by Chase. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Touchdown, Bengals. Hayden Hurst, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
A good tight end is a heck of a weapon for any quarterback, especially when you're able to create some mismatches. Sometimes they work against a linebacker, sometimes they work against a smaller defensive back. But when they find it, they go to it, and it often results in touchdowns.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
He's got a man, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 32 on the play.
I would say just add that one to the total of big plays he's already made here in the first month of the year. You've got to think the front office and the coaching staff have got to be excited about what they've seen so far and really excited about what they expect to see down the road.
Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
A check down here for Henry.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17.
Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
Now Willis to throw.
And that's complete to Marshall on the crossing route. And it's a Titans touchdown.
Terrace Marshall
In the final seconds of the first half.
And the Titans are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
Extra point up and good by Bullock. And this is back to a 5-point game.
Four seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. From the 10.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. So we've reached halftime here in the Queen City, and it's the Bengals leading this one. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
From the 10. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? They'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
A run there with Henry as he gets forward only for about 3. Second down coming up.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Willis looking to throw it.
Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice game.
And nowhere to run for Willis. He goes down.
He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down. Another try after the first down sack.
Willis.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for the Bengals TD.
Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the second half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick 6.
Hey, that's a great observation, too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime. But how about this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room? No surprise they're leading, and it's appropriate.
Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy. because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Trying for it on 4th down. Here's Willis. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. Mixon with a 1st down carry. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
On 3rd down, Burrow. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Bud Dupree off the edge and getting to the quarterback. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this will stay a 12-point game.
Yeah, 55 yards is anything but a gimme. You've got to really concentrate on your leg swing and proper technique. This time, though, he's unable to convert.
A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Willis's throw is on target to Burks. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
1st and 10, Willis.
Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line.
Sacked by Andrew Van Ginkel.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the 1st down sack.
Willis.
And that is incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Here's Willis, 3rd and long.
And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown.
Terrace Marshall.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Titans are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Bullock good on the extra point. And this is back to a 5-point game. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
11 MT tight. 12, 12, 12. 11 MT, 11 MT. 11 MT, 11 MT.
Burrow looking to pass.
Open man downfield is Chase. He's got it.
And they work this well upfield across the 45.
11 Palmer. 12, 12, 11, 11, 11. 11, 11, 11, 11.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack.
On 2.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
12, 12, 12. 11 mighty, 11 mighty. Stop.
Now Burrow. And he will slide down with a good gain. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11.
11 MT, 12, 12, 12. 11 MT, 11 MT.
Now it's Burrow. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 36. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
54 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower. That front seven reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing. Slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Amani Hooker. Thought he had the pick. Flag comes in for PI, so cancel it out.
Interference. Oh, a killer for them. Thought they had a nice play. Instead, they'll be marching off yardage against them.
Here we go.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon.
And a nice pick up there. He gets about 5 down to the 40-yard line. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
11 MT tank. 11 MT tank.
Mixon again.
And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals.
Joe Mixon, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Bengals are going to be moving to 4-0 as they extend their lead.
The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Ready?
First and 10 now. Willis and the Titans at their 25-yard line. It's a play fake. Here's Willis.
Can't get away, and he's taken down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack.
Well, he shot in, CD, like he was out of a cannon from that linebacker position. And even though they had a running back in the backfield, no one could stop him.
Well, you certainly diagnosed that play perfectly because as fast as he got into the backfield, you're exactly right. The running back had no shot to get over and try and protect his quarterback, and a sack resulted.
Willis will look to throw on first down.
And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
On second down, here's Henry. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And this offense on third down today, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 8.
Third down, it's Willis.
Taking a shot here for Marshall. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Willis, 4th down, has to have it.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. From the gun, a give to Mixon.
69 yards on the ground for him so far.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
11.
Again, it's Mixon. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
Close.
Inside handoff to Mixon. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first.
We ought to come up with a T-shirt and sell it that says, no indecision on 3rd and 1. And we didn't see it on that run, did we? Got his shoulder square, just got right into the line of scrimmage and picked it up.
Absolutely. Picked his lane, went with it, and converted. That one looks like he'll throw here.
He will find his man Chase complete.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.